This is the Route 34 grade crossing located on the BNSF Mendota Sub in Mendota, Illinois. Here we have two older WCH signals and two pedestrian gates. The main signals have LED lights and each signal has an E-bell. This is an overview looking west. We'll get a look here at the eastern signal. Got 12 by 20 inch GS LEDs in older frames. Got one WCH frame back there and a federal signal frame there. Here's the emergency information. Dot number is 079643S. Got a single-sided WRRS base. Got more GS LEDs in older frames and a WRS bracket. And there's the back of these frames. They're both WCH. Side view lights with a WRS bracket. This is an older Western Cullen Hayes ink gate mechanism. That's about the only line I've seen these on around here. Got a little pedestrian gate. Got the newer striping up front. And you can see it's actually made out of wood. So you'll see some of these on older pedestrian gates on this line. Here's a back view of the lights. Both front frames are federal signal. Gate here is a newer striping with 4-inch RECO LEDs. And it says a GS Type 2 E-bell up top. And there's a back view of the western signal. Now I'll get a look over here at this little pedestrian gate on the west side. This has a single-sided WCH base, and this has the newer striping with a single 4-inch RECO LED. And this has a WCH gate mechanism. And there's a front view of it. And this little track here leads up to the little museum just up the track here. This track's no longer in service. This is actually the old Illinois Central main line that used to run through here, coming up from Centralia and going up to Freeport. I'm not sure when they abandoned that line, but that's what this track used to be. Got some equipment up there. You can kind of see. There used to be a pair of old Metro Electric Highliners that were here, but I think they scrapped those for some reason. Sad to see. And another thing that's sad to see is that these signals are soon to be replaced. See, here's the old relay bungalow here. Then here's a new one. Yep, these signals are going to be on their way out here pretty soon. So I'm glad I got here when I did. Well, I was up here Monday night, just before Christmas. And I got nighttime video here. But I wanted to come back and get some daytime videos before it was too late. Here's the grade. It's all concrete. Track view facing Railroad West, geographically south, towards Kewanee, Galesburg. And track view geographically north, Railroad East, towards Earlville, Naperville, and Chicago. So yeah, again, these signals are going to be out pretty soon here. I'm not sure exactly when BNSF is going to do the replacement. I did discover they replaced the signals down at 9th Avenue, 2 crossings west of here. And I see they got some markings down at that crossing. I'm not sure if they're going to replace that signal there or not. One of the signals there is newer. The other one's an older WCH signal. I'm not sure if they're replacing one signal or both, or if they're going to replace any of them at all. But given that they've already replaced the signals at 9th Avenue, which were older WCH signals, and they're about to replace the ones here, I would give it a safe bet that they're going to replace that signal too at some point soon. Here's looking out this eastern pedestrian gate. See, this has a WCH gate mechanism, not written out. And this also has a newer striping with a 4-inch RECO LED. And this has a double-sided or single-sided WCH base. And here's a back view of this little gate. They'll probably end up replacing the pedestrian gates too. I'm not sure if they're going to use 4 individual pedestrian gates like they've been doing, or if they're going to keep the pedestrian gates on the main signals, then just have 2 standalone pedestrian gates on the opposite ends like they got now. It seems like they've been going more towards giving each pedestrian gate its own little mast, as I've seen happen with other crossings on the Mendota Sub. And up on the racetrack too, I've noticed this. Not sure why they've been doing that. Who knows? Alright, so here's kind of an overview now looking east. And we'll get one last look here at the western signal. Side lights, we got more 12 by 20 inch GS LEDs and a WRRS light bracket. Not sure why they upgraded this one with GS LEDs. Maybe they did this one first and then they went through the rest of the crossings in Mendota and upgraded them. These are probably upgraded in the mid to late 2000s. And the front lights here, we got more GS LEDs. In the back frames, you got a federal signal and a WCH one. And here's the emergency information again. Got a single-sided WRRS base. There's a little pedestrian gate again. This barely has the old striping on it, and you can see it's also wood. And it has another Western Cullen Hayes ink gate mechanism. Cool to see these around, but BNSF is slowly replacing them. Who knows how long they'll be around. Back frames, back of the side lights, they're WCH frames. There's side view of the main lights, got a WRS bracket, and both the front frames are federal signal. Back view of this pedestrian gate. The main gate has the newer striping with 4-inch RECO LEDs, and this also has a GS Type 2 E-bell. And there's a back view of the main lights, which are also GS LEDs. Again, sad to see the WCH signals go, and sad to see some GS LEDs go, because BNSF used GS LEDs for kind of a brief period in the mid to late 2000s before switching to dial LEDs and to Harman fading LEDs. So. And it's rare to see them in older signals. Usually they're in brand new signals from the time. So here's a back view of the western signal. One last look around here before these signals here are replaced. Sad to see, but it is what it is. Another look up there at the bungalows on the northwest quadrant. See the wire sticking out of the ground there. I'll do a retour of this crossing once the new signals are in. So this has been the Route 34 grade crossing.